Hello, hello, Bethany here from Just Be Scrap. Welcome. Today I want to share with you a project that I did at the beginning of this year. This is a file album, and the inspiration behind this album was I've been doing a lot of reading lately, and so I wanted a way to kind of process the book itself, main characters, whether or not I enjoyed reading the book, what about the book that spoke to me, those types of things. Because I've read so much, sometimes I get my books confused. I sound silly, but that's what happens when you get older. So this was my way of essentially card cataloging the books. And I used to work in a library, so that was my idea, was like, hey, I could card catalog these into some sort of filing system. So when the filing thing came into mind, I was like, I can do a file mini. So this is what I created. Right now you'll see that it's it's leaned up against the backboard here. That's because this was the first one I did, and he doesn't stand up. I was really bummed about that because he is so cool otherwise. I thought that I had that solved when I put my sides on. Essentially, this is my book. It opens up like this, just like a regular filing would. This comes back, and this is, sorry, I'm not in frame whatsoever. I apologize. Let me scoot down a little bit now that we're actually getting into this. So it opens up like this, and then there's all my files. And the file is actually a die cut that I own. It's a Sizzix. It's the envelope pocket die is what I have here, and I'm not sure if that is still available, and I can get it to focus, of course, but essentially that's what it looks like. It just cuts out the whole shape for you. It's fairly large, but it does go through my Cuttlebug. So all of my files, I did a stack the deck hinge system, which is a Laura Dennison, a Following the Paper Trail idea. And it worked really well for this album. I think my problem was that I should have made my base a little bit wider, like maybe added an extra inch onto my base, and then maybe had a little bit more space between each of my files. Maybe if I had a wider base, it would have stood up on its own. Anyway, I thought I was being really ingenious when I came up with my side pieces. I was like, if I put side pieces on, it'll stay. This is actually a chain, and I just attached it using little eyelets on the front and the back, thinking that would maybe help give it some hold, and it does not whatsoever, but it's still cool looking. If I do say so myself, I still think it's cool looking. So I might go with this again at some point and just work on getting my base to say to stand solid by itself. Anyways, I did put a closure on it. Right here is a little Tim Holtz hitch post. And then I used a Seven Gypsies elastic piece, and that just flips around it. So that does actually stay shut if it would just stand up now. So I did some decorating here. My flowers, the bigger one is it's like a silk flower. I think that's from Michaels. And then all of the smaller flowers are from Wild Orchid Craft. I have a couple of other pieces in there. A lot of those are spare parts from Hobby Lobby. The paper that I'm using, I think this is a newer piece, but I cannot remember who did this. And I know that this piece is an old piece. I've had that in my stash for quite a while. And it's already starting to break at the seam where it's folded, because I've opened it and closed it so many times that it's already broken. On the back, I just did a Google download of some different images. So this image I actually liked. It says Voyages Extraordinaires. And I liked that because of books. Books essentially take you on a voyage, and you don't ever know exactly where you're going to go. But a lot of times, the books lately that I've been reading, for some reason, I guess I've been really lucky, but they've all been really good books. Really hard to put down. So I thought that was fitting. But essentially, what it does is it just opens up, and then I have a library card. So that's where I can put my information. And then eventually I'm going to go back in and I'm going to find pictures of each of the covers and put them on the back. I think that would be really cool. So that was the idea originally for this book. And I did it in the black and white with a little bit of red, more so that I could keep it out in my living room. My colors are black, brown, red, and more of a cream. But I liked the white paper as well, just to kind of give it a little bit more contrast. So, you know, it was one of those pieces that says, hey, notice me. And therefore people would go and look at it. And, you know, that's kind of the idea. I also put the little S because my last name starts with an S. And then I have the little 15. I'm partial to 15 because I was born on a 15th day. And then my, my first name is Bethany. So I have the little B on the top of that, so I had to put that piece on there too, just to kind of personalize it a little bit more for myself. And I don't have any actual book labels in there yet. As you notice, they're all blank still. So I'm thinking that I might change this around and make it more a book about me, and then do another one that I can correlate together as two pieces, as two pieces, and do like a book and then a CD one, because I do listen to a lot of music as well, and I think that'd be really cool to have a music one and a CD one that go together. So I think that's what I'll do, and I'm kind of deciding on this right now as we're talking right here, but just to give you an idea, I wanted to share that with you so that you knew what I was talking about. I think I posted a video not too long ago that was similar to a file that I called a File Mini. And I told you I'd get back to this eventually and post it. So there you have it. I hope you like it. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment me. You can also go to my blog anytime, justbescrap.com, and, you know, send me a comment there if you'd want. Absolutely. I'm all for it, and I would be grateful to have any suggestions that you want to offer as well. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.